This video is about the three trigonometric ratios, sine, cosine, and tangent. On the right side of the screen in my pen is pretty much everything that you have to memorize about the three trigonometric ratios. It's usually summed up with the three syllables, so, ka, toa. The first letter of each of those syllables represents one of the trig ratios. So S is for sine, C is for cosine, T is for tangent. The other letters represent sides of a triangle. The opposite side, the hypotenuse, and the adjacent side. Now, we know what the word hypotenuse means. In a right triangle, the hypotenuse is always across from the 90-degree angle. The words opposite and adjacent are relative based on an angle in which we have interest. So, let's look at this example. We have the sine of angle C. SIN is just an abbreviation for SINE, which is the sine ratio. So we want the sine of angle C. Well, in this triangle, 29 is the hypotenuse because it's across from the 90-degree angle. 20 is the opposite side because it's across from angle C. And then by process of elimination, 21 is the adjacent side. Adjacent means next to. So if we're looking at angle C, the side of length 21 is next to C. Now you might be thinking, well, 29, that's also next to C. And that's true, but it already has the name hypotenuse. So here's are the three names: opposite, adjacent, hypotenuse. The sine ratio, if we go to the syllables, SOH, the sine ratio is the opposite side divided by the hypotenuse. So the sine of angle C is 20 divided by 29. Opposite over hypotenuse. That's it. That's all you have to do. Now, I have several examples. We'll go through these a bit quicker. But let's look at this one. We want the cosine of angle A. Now, in the syllables here, CAH. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So looking at angle A, the adjacent side is 20. Even though 25 is also adjacent to it, 25 is the hypotenuse. And the cosine ratio is adjacent over hypotenuse. So it's 20 over 25. Now reduce your fractions if you can. This one reduces to 4/5. So the cosine of angle A is 4/5. What about the tangent ratio? The tangent of angle A, let's go to our abbreviation, TOA. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. So here's angle A. 32 is the opposite side. 24 is the adjacent side. 40 is the hypotenuse, but that's not needed for the tangent ratio. So the tangent of angle A is 32 over 24. Again, reduce your fractions since both of those numbers are divisible by 8. The tangent of angle A is 4/3. I think I have a few more examples, but that's really all there is to it. So the next one, I'm not going to label the sides. We'll just talk about them. So let's see. The sine of Z. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Go to angle Z. The opposite side is 30. The hypotenuse is 34. So this is 30 over 34, which if you reduce the fraction would be 15 over 17. Done. Finding the trig ratios, if you're given all of the sides in a triangle, is really fast. Let's see, the cosine of C. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So here's angle C. 15 is the adjacent side, 25 is the hypotenuse. So it's 15 over 25. Or if we reduce our fraction, 3/5. And you guessed it, there's one more. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the the tangent ratio, and it is. We want the tangent of angle Z. Well, tangent is opposite over adjacent. Start at angle Z. The opposite side is 35. The adjacent side is 12. So this is 35 over 12. And there you go. So that's how you write down the trigonometric ratios given a triangle. Hope that helps.